PMacMovies back for a PMacMovies haul / sitting back, kicking back, drinking some coffee video. Reason being, I wasn't even sure if I was going to make a video this week, and then I was like, I don't have many movies that I got. I kind of want to talk about the V, but I know I get a lot of, it's basically people either already agree or disagree, and there's not really any, you're not really changing anybody's mind on things. And then I was thinking about making a reviews video, but I was going back through some of the stuff I've watched, and a lot of it was like weeks ago where I don't even know what I'd say about them. So I figured I'd make a little video here today showing off the few things I did get this week, including a biggie. A biggie. This baby right here. Which I already had all these on Blu-ray in the tin set. And we're going to talk about this and why I know a lot of people are excited about this Friday the 13th collection, deluxe edition. And that's great that people are excited about it. I guess in some regards I'm disappointed with it. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Man, this coffee isn't that great. We ran out of the Guatemalan coffee, and I just have the organic Brazil stuff, and it's just not as good. It's just not as good. It actually tastes kind of funny. Anywho, and then I got just a few other things from like Goodwill and some other odds and ends I got here recently. So we'll probably just do a little chatting here in between. If you do enjoy PMacMovies, definitely reach out. Don't be a closet PMacMovies fan, comment. Reach out on Instagram, reach out through email. I love hearing from you guys. I've had it, recently I've had it, I don't get a ton of people reaching out, but here and there I've had some people reach out, which I really appreciate. So come out of the closet as a PMacMovies fan. It's really not that good. Son of a gun. I just wanted to enjoy a cup of coffee. Anyway, let's take a look. Save the best for first. So I guess we're not saving it. But we got this Friday the 13th set that Scream Factory put out. And while a lot of people appreciate Scream Factory for putting this out and everything like that, because the Warner Brother... Was it Warner Brother or Paramount or whatever? They've kind of had the rights to these movies. But the tin set was put out. It was a Warner Brothers one because I remember it had a Warner Brothers code, digital code. And the packaging, it just isn't good. It has all the same movies. I think there might be some different versions in here. Obviously, this is a nice, as far as the type of set they released, it's very nice. It's got a pretty decently solid cardboard box on the outside. I did order it like the first day it came up for pre-order. I figured, hey, I can cancel it if I want to. But I did come with like the posters and stuff like that. So I did put in a pre-order. Here's a few things I'll say about this. If you don't have the movies already on Blu-ray, this is probably, it's great and it's worth it for you. This was $160. You can get it cheaper other places. I figure I'd get it. I did end up getting it from Target also for about $100. So I'm actually, I believe I'm going to end up with 2 copies unless I return that one. But, it's going to go out of print and stuff like that too. But anyway, the quality control from Scream Factory, Shout Factory, is just, I find it to be bad with the discs. And for people that are OCD and stuff like that with different things, and I know some people are more than me, some people are less. As far as like the actual box set, mine came in good condition, but I think people have even gotten box sets that like the printing of the box set was messed up. I've seen somebody on Instagram where he had a slash through here, which is, that's pretty common with Scream Factory. I've seen, my Creep Show has a slash through it, and I should have complained, but I didn't, so my copy has a slash through it. This does have some new special features. Some of the discs in this are the exact same thing as the tin. I believe the remake Friday the 13th is the same. Freddy vs. Jason, Jason X is different. But Freddy vs. Jason and Friday the 13th, the new one, I believe those are the exact same discs. We get 2 discs for Jason Goes to Hell: The Final Friday, which that's one of them I haven't watched. I have watched most of these movies before. I think I've seen like the first 4, and then I've seen the remake one, and I've seen Freddy vs. Jason. I've seen parts of Jason X. So I've watched most of these. Other quality control things, it's been pretty common for people to get scratch discs, and I got several scratch discs. Not scratched bad. The original Friday the 13th is a 2-disc set. One of the discs in mine has like these little specks on it that don't come off, and then the other one has a few little scratches, and then Friday Part 6 has a scratch on it, and one of the bonus discs has some light scratches. So nothing like horrible, but still, when you're paying $160 for a brand new set, you don't really want scratch discs. And the thing with Scream Factory is I've gotten scratch discs, again, not bad. I didn't even complain about it because it's not even worth the hassle and the time and the energy I put into it. But when I got the Omen box set, there's a scratch on 1 or 2 of the discs. When I got the Fly Collection box set, there was a scratch on the first movie. A light scratch. Probably wouldn't even bother most people, but that is definitely one of the things that I am OCD about. Also, some of the movies, people are having issues with some of the content that's in the movies, like certain portion of the movie, like it might be like a second or something removed. Just certain things changed and things like that. And then with the packaging, again, shoddy quality control with some of the cases and stuff. Let me see here and see what I got. And I am pretty picky about this, probably more than most people, but nonetheless. And these look pretty good for the most part. There was a couple that had some issues, including... So, like, you get things like that right there. It doesn't bother me too much because it's not on the actual artwork. So, that's, like, not even something... I don't think I'm going to worry about that. However, this is something that's like... How could they even... Look at this right here. And this... The plastic isn't messed up, so that got tore at some point, and they just put it in there and left it like that. Like, that's a tear, like a maybe not quite a 1 inch, but like I don't know, 3/4 of an inch or something tear right there in the sheet. So of course I'm going to complain about that. I mean, that's not good. So, I mean, it could be worse. Other people are having... The thing is, it's not just me. Like, it's not just this one set. A lot of people are having issues with this box set. So, if you're OCD, if you're picky about things, beware. There are going to be some issues with this. Issues with people's posters. Things like that. A lot of these do have reverse artwork and stuff. If you want to see an unboxing of this, I mean... A lot of people got this one, so obviously it's a very, very popular release. So you can take a look at other unboxings. I'm not going to go through the whole unboxing, but you can see like some of the special features on the set there. You can see the artwork, which is really nice. Okay. So it's a nice box set. However, I just feel like the quality control is not good with Scream Factory, Shout Factory. I'm not sure how good their customer service is because, again, the other times I had issues with them, I was like, I'm not even... I don't even have time for this shit, quite frankly, to go back and forth, and if they want me to send it back, send pictures, blah, blah, blah. With this one, I am going to contact them. I might wait until I get my other copy, and then figure it out. I don't know. But anywho, I did buy a couple things. Walmart had a couple decent priced 4Ks. I already have these. But this was price matched on Amazon because I couldn't get the free shipping through Walmart. It is Cloverfield, the 4K edition. I didn't realize Lizzie Kaplan's in this. Lizzie. It's been a while since I've watched this, quite frankly. I haven't even opened this yet. But glad I got the slippy. It actually is a nice slipcover. And then you got the digital code that'll redeem through Vudu and iTunes separately. So Cloverfield, this was $10 or $9.96 from Walmart, and then Amazon price matched. And then this is a movie that I actually enjoy quite a bit. I do have the standard Blu-ray of it. I have the 3D Blu-ray of it. And I just keep buying it. It's XXX. Return of Xander Cage 4K. Again, I believe it was $9.96. This one I actually did get from Walmart. I ended up placing an order and they like canceled a bunch of parts of it, but I'm pretty sure they still, you know, they gave me free shipping at least for this because my order was well over whatever their free shipping thing is. I enjoy this movie. It's got some high quality action stars in it. Vin Diesel, of course, Donnie Yen, Tony Jaa, Samuel L. Jackson. I'm pretty sure this didn't get great reviews and stuff like that, but I enjoy this movie. I thought it was actually pretty entertaining. So grab the 4K of that baby. This is one I ordered from Best Buy for $6 like a while back. It took them a while to ship this to me, and I may have even shown this in my last haul video. I can't remember the game plan here with The Rock. Try to get his movies. This is one of his earlier movies, which I don't even know the year, but I just kind of remember he wasn't like totally, you know, he's kind of become more of a big movie star, but I don't really feel like he was when that one came out. It's just not that good. Alright. I bought these 3 from Goodwill yesterday. This is the coolest one I got. Life of Pi 3D with slipcover. Life of Pi has been cheap many times. Was Life of Pi at Dollar Tree? I know it's been at Big Lots. It's definitely been at Big Lots, and I think my Blu-ray. I do have a Blu-ray copy of this with a slipcover. But this is the 3-disc collector's edition. So the 3D disc, which is what I'm missing, it has several things. It has some syncing progression in 3D, the wave tank in 3D, deleted scenes in 3D, and of course the movie. I didn't check the code because this actually still has the sticker on it. So it's like, that's kind of weird that somebody would buy this. I mean, it couldn't have been too cheap for the 3D of it. And they didn't even open it. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Oop. Alright, let's take a look in here. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen, you know, you've seen some 3Ds pretty cheap. I've never seen this cheap, but there's the 3D disc. Looks good. And then you got the Blu-ray. Got some little stuff on it that wipes off. I've had this Blu-ray several times over. You got the digital code, and then you got the, I'm not sure if this one has, it says DVD video plus digital copy disc. So this is a 3-disc set here for $3. That's a beer me. Another 3D to add to the old PMac collection. With Slippy! And it's actually a pretty nice slipcover. Man, I can't even get the case back inside the slipcover. It's a tight fit. That's what she said. Okay, there we go. And this one isn't anything too spectacular. I might even have this on DVD already. I'm not sure. Christmas Bounty, starring The Miz. And whoever that chick is. I don't know. I'm not sure who she is. But, yeah, I don't know much about these. But I think these actually do, you know, like, kind of good, like, kind of fun movies. And I wouldn't have gotten it if it didn't have the digital code with it. It does have the Warner Brothers digital code, which I couldn't check in the store. And it's got the Blu-ray and DVD, both in very good condition. Looks like whoever owned this barely touched it. So another one, I'll probably be able to get about 3 for the code there. And then I got for $2 this 3-pack. Fear, which I have on Blu-ray, The Watcher, which I have on Blu-ray, and Raising Cain, which I did have the Scream Factory edition of that, and I'm pretty sure I sold it off. So I figured pretty much just for a mint DVD disc of Raising Cain, I was like $2 for Raising Cain. Yeah, it's mint condition, which I feel like I've seen the DVD of it before, but probably not in mint condition. I figured I didn't even check the Fear. The Fear and The Watcher are on one disc, and it's in mint condition too. But obviously I'm never going to watch the DVDs of those since I have the Blu-rays. And I have watched both of those movies. Fear is a pretty fun one, like a psycho boyfriend kind of thing. And then The Watcher, James Spader's like getting Keanu Reeves characters after him and something like that. Oh, and what's her face is in it? She's pretty nice. Marissa Tomei, a young Marissa Tomei. Anywho, George Costanza would like that. Man, this was kind of a short video. I have all sorts of other things I could talk about, but it'll just lead to controversy. Let's talk about the NFL football. So if you're done with the the haul video is done. But now PMac's just going to chat, so if you don't want to hear PMac's thoughts, if you get triggered, that's the word. If you get triggered by people not necessarily thinking the same as you, you probably want to move on and watch something else now. But the NFL, I'll say this. I am going to talk about issues that are going on right now. Back in March, April, when the V stuff started, I posted some videos with some links. I really didn't say much in them, but in every video I post here, I got like the Quantum of Conscience channel, I got Secrets of Saturn, some kind of research kind of channels that I post I think are really good, really beneficial for people to listen to and kind of get an idea for what's going on, or at least some outside the box thinking. Whether you agree with it or not, you can at least take it in and consider it. So Quantum of Conscience, and I gotta word these things in a way where I can't outright say certain words. So Quantum of Conscience months ago, and it was like before summer or early summer, probably spring. He made some projections or some things that he believes are going to happen. One of them was the Summer of Confusion, which it was. This is okay here. This isn't okay here. These people are given these statistics. These people are given these statistics. confusion. You know, at least I've started seeing a lot more people even with something over their face when they're outside, when they're in cars, things like that. It's not that infrequent. Like, it's a daily thing. I'll see people outside with it on. And so there's people that totally think it's keeping, you know, it's so hard to talk about because it's like your point of view, you know, people are totally 100% in one point of view or 100% in another point of view. And if you don't understand necessarily how health works, which isn't the way that we're taught, I mean, I guess it's comfortable for people to think that they can eat whatever they want, do whatever they want, and getting sick is just by chance. It's by luck, more or less. Or it's by whether you wear a mask or not, or whether you wash your hands 50 times a day or not, and sanitize everything and everything like that. The reality is, and I'm kind of getting off track because I don't really have I don't have like an outline of what I want to talk about, but we need bacteria in our environments. We don't need these toxic chemicals. I mean, Lysol, you read like what it says on the Lysol can, whatever, it's not, you know, you're not supposed to get that shit in your body. Well, guess what? When it's getting sprayed all over and you're breathing it in throughout the day, it's getting in your body. And your diet, if you're, you know, our diets aren't very good. There's a lot of chemicals in our environment. We're inside a lot. We're not getting a lot of fresh air. We're wearing things over our faces. And winter's a time, fall, winter, change of seasons. It gets colder. The sun's not out as much. It's a time for our body to detox. It's a time for our body to get rid of things. And that's what happens when we get sick, when we get a flu or a cold. Our body is, you know, when you get a flu, whatever, you got diarrhea, you're throwing up. When you're cold, you got stuff coming out of your, you know, through your nose, you're sneezing, your body's getting rid of things. And it's not, the reasons that it's doing that is not, it's not so simple as what we're taught to believe it is. It's your body is doing that for you to be healthy. For you to get rid of those toxins and things, the dead cells and everything that's been in your body. And a lot of people are going to get sick here in the fall and winter because of all the excess chemicals, the oxygen not getting in properly, or breathing. You know, when you breathe, things are coming out of your mouth, things that your body's trying to get rid of. And if it's caught up and you're constantly like breathing it back in and out, your body's having to do a lot more work. So these things are not good. People are going to be getting sick. And every few years I do get a flu where I'm in bed and I'm throwing up and stuff like that. It's probably something like every 3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years during the winter time, it seems like. But I understand I got to work with my body during that time. My body's trying to get rid of this crap. I need to help it. And to help it, especially when it's like a diarrhea and throwing up thing, you need to do fasting because your body's trying to get rid of stuff. Make sure that you're staying hydrated, rest, get a lot of sleep so your body can repair itself. It can actually be good when you get sick like that, because that means your body is still functioning properly to get rid of all these toxins. Why am I going to listen to you, PMac? I'm going to listen to the experts. Well, what makes somebody an expert? An expert is somebody who goes through the system's process of learning. They learn through the system. They're told everything. So what if that system that is teaching them is not teaching them everything they need to know? That can't be. Cancer rates are going way down. People are way healthier than they've ever been. kids are healthier than they've ever been. People are living longer than they ever have. What? I mean, cancer rates continue to go up. Give more money to cancer research. Yeah, that's helping a lot. It's just like, you can't talk sense to people. I know people are going to be triggered by what I'm saying already. Don't stop. Just stop. Just listen a little bit and think about what I'm saying. And don't judge. Oh, who's this guy think he is to know anything? It's like he has to be a doctor to know anything. You have to be. It's like normal people can look into things and learn. You don't necessarily need to go through the system steps to get a piece of paper saying that you know better than other people. That's all implanted in your mind and within society. You can actually do your own research and observe and actually learn quite a bit. But back to the NFL stuff. I got way off track. Everything on the TV is a storyline. You guys watch movies. You should understand the setup, the foreshadowing. They've talked about the second wave for how long now? They've talked about, they've put this stuff out there. They've planted in your minds, oh, if we try to get back to normal too soon, the outbreaks are going to get big. The people that don't follow the guidelines are causing this to spread, and all. They're constantly planning things out there. They're planning it. And at first, all this stuff was about people are going to die from this thing. And then it became just people are positive for it. And now it's more about, oh, people are testing positive. I mean, to me, the tricksiness is really, really easy to see. But at the same time, I've been studying this stuff since 2012, and it's taken years and years and years to get to where 8 years or whatever, more than 8 years. And I was still, even after 5 years, I was totally missing a lot of stuff. So I've continued to come, and I can see the tricks. But if you don't even, there's several levels to them. So if you're on level 1, you don't just go from level 1 to level 10. You go from level 1 to level 2, and then maybe a few years later you go to level 3. I'm probably somewhere in the middle. So like, there's people that are way higher levels than me as far as understanding this stuff. But the foreshadowing, the hints, the everything is there, and it's all. It's a storyline. It's a storyline that they build, that they started back early this year, and they continue to build the story. So Quantum of Conscience talked about, with like the NFL season, his prediction was they're kind of going to make it so they may or may not play, and then that'll be, maybe some fans or maybe no fans, which is kind of really how it's been. At some areas they're allowed to have fans, some they're not. And then the season's going to end middle of the NFL season. He called the winner, the fall winner, it's going to be the winner of pain. The level of pain has to be increased to eventually lead to another V, that if you take this, everything's a V, I guess. You got the CV, and then you got the... So if you accept this, then you'll be able to go more back to normal. But and it seems that's exactly what the lead up is to. You can see now that they're building it up. They're building it up towards another shutdown of things. Some areas are already doing it. I'm hearing some areas are specifying the type of face, the masks. It has to be fitted, and it has to be several layers. And so you're going to be, like, people are going to be mandated not only just have a face covering, but it's got to be a specific one. So they keep raising everything. They keep incrementally increasing everything. So with the NFL season, you can see it though. There's a few players from a few different teams, and then you got the Tennessee Titans. Oh, they didn't follow protocol. They didn't follow protocol, and now they're all positive. And not all, but there's a bunch. But you can see what this is leading to. It's gonna, the NFL season at some point, it's gonna shut down, and then maybe I don't know if it'll be. It probably won't be completely canceled, but it'll be. They're going to have to change it up, and it's going to be kind of like what the NBA and NHL and things did. They're going to have to do something where it's like not the same as it used to be. But, there's so many NFL players, I don't know how they're going to do it. But, the season, it seems very likely that that's going to be part of it. The NFL is going to shut down. The NFL is actually a lot bigger than like the NBA and NHL and things like that. So it's really going to push things here. But it seems like that's what the storyline is leading to, towards more confusion, more stress, more financial issues. We're doing it for your safety, we're doing it for your protection. It's amazing to me that people believe it. It's been 7 months now, and people they trust. Again, I know I'm triggering people, but you trust the TV too much. You trust the internet. You trust the news. You trust this stuff in a way where you might not even trust some person that you know fairly well. You're like, we have to have discernment about people. Like, we have to kind of get a feel for if they're true or not. We don't even know where these stories and these news are coming from. Like, you don't even know. You see the reporter on the news reporting it. Where does that stuff come from? Where does that information come from? And you just trust it. And because it's the news and the media is this and the government, and they're looking out for us. And of course, some of the stories are going to be true. But how can you trust them all? How can you trust all these statistics that are given to you when, these organizations have been caught in so many lies. Corporations are caught in so many lies, and people just trust things. And a lot of our knowledge, a lot of our stuff, what we consider knowledge, what we form our knowledge base on from when we're children, we have no discernment skills when we're little. When we're 5, 6 years old, going to kindergarten, going to first grade, when we're learning a lot of things about how stuff works. So how can you have any knowledge if you don't even look back through your school years, through your formative years, and say, and kind of look back at that and say, was I... And it's not that the teacher's deceiving you. I mean, they're getting their information from somewhere too, but it all starts when you're a kid, and then it keeps building and building upon that. So how you need to be able to look back at your childhood and question everything. Otherwise, you can never have any knowledge. If you never questioned anything that you learned when you were younger, you can't have any knowledge now. Because you didn't have any discernment back then. You didn't trust it, or you did trust what you were being told or taught, but you didn't know any better. You didn't have any way to look into those things or discern whether that made sense or not. Now you do. So if now as an adult, if you don't look back on those things that you were taught in school, what do you know? Like, if you won't question yourself, if you're too... And I see a lot of people, like, some people will question, and they'll humble themselves in a way that they can take in new, different information that makes them uncomfortable. It's not easy to hear. You have to question everything. You have to question everything if you accept certain things. And a lot of people can't do that. And this video will get a lot of thumbs down and things like that. But you have to be able to question things. If you so say, you know, say somebody doesn't have any discernment and they just take in everything that you told them, no matter what age they are. They don't really know anything. They're just going by what you said. We were all like that when we were kids. We didn't have any. We just trusted what we were taught. So if you don't question any of those things, and you never have, you don't even have a chance of really knowing if you know anything. I know it's frustrating. I know it is. Trust me. I've thought about it. I even used to, you know, some people just have it. Even when I was a kid, I was thinking of, you know, this what I'm being told here doesn't make sense. I mean, and I never really, like, with certain things, I'm not saying specifically what. I mean, I did believe a lot of, you know, I believed everything, basically up until 2011, 2012-ish there. Pretty much believed, you know, what everybody else believes. And then, you know, just certain things happened to me in my life that got me to the point where I started looking into things more and more. And it started to make more and more sense. So, a lot of people don't like me talking about these things. So I do appreciate it if you comment, if you do enjoy this kind of a talk, if you agree with any of it. Let it be known, because the people who don't like it, they will certainly let it be known. They will thumbs down the video, you know, leave a negative comment, say I'm crazy and all this stuff. I guess it makes them feel better. Me thinking different things than somebody else, it doesn't really have an effect on it. There's no reason for you to hate me, even if you think I'm nuts and crazy. I know how to function in society. I mean, I understand how it works. I've functioned in it. All those things. I don't have issues with any sort of, like, mental health issues like depression or anything like that. I'm confident, I'm comfortable in my belief system. I don't overly stress really about, I mean, of course you get stressed and anxious about these things, but I don't overly do where, like, it bothers me all the time. It's more about an acceptance. I think when you're realistic about things, it helps you cope better with what's going on. Like, I got to go through the DMV for this, and I got to go do this paperwork for this, and the system is set up for you. I got to pay my taxes. The system is set up for you to be stressed. And if you understand that, and you understand that everybody is set up to be stressed in this system, you can cope with it better. And that's a lot of what it is. It's about accepting it. Not agreeing with it, but accepting it and kind of learning how to emotionally get through everything, even though there's so much manipulation, deception, and everything like that in there. But do reach out to me, email me, message me on Instagram. All my information is down in the description section of the video. I do appreciate the comments. When I make videos like this, I'm putting myself out there, like, and not many movie collectors do this. I would have, who knows, I might have over 3,000-4,000. Who knows how many subscribers I would have if I wasn't a crazy bitch. So I put it out there because it's important, and these are things I am interested in, want to talk about. Just talking about movies, that's not my only interest. But I hope you guys do leave me some good comments. And I guess that's all I want to say. Hey, we turned what was this, like a 15-minute haul video into like a 40-minute haul and talk video. We'll see you next time on PMac Movies.